Editing and formatting. The difference between editing and formatting is that editing changes the content but formatting changes the appearance of the document. For example, adding in some more text is editing the document, but changing the font style is formatting the document. When you edit, you could use various editing tools. There are various editing tools you can use. Examples of editing text are copy and paste, cut and paste, that's moving, import, type, that is, you could type in some more text or delete some text. You could use find and replace to replace all occurrences of a certain word or words. You could also edit objects. For example, you can drag and drop them, reposition them, that is. You could copy and paste them, so you've got several copies. You could insert new objects. You could delete objects. You could resize them. You could crop them. Or, as I said, change the position. That's editing. Formatting. Examples of formatting text, for example, would be that's the characters. Formatting the characters would be to resize, change the size, font size, that is, the font style, change the colour, make them bold or underline or italic. Those would be examples of formatting characters. You can also format the text paragraphs. For example, you can change the alignment, you can change add in bullets or numbering, you can change line spacing, add in borders or shading. Those are all examples of formatting paragraphs. Let's have a look at an example. Here is an example of a document with a picture and some text. First of all, an example of editing. I could, for example, highlight and use cut and paste. That's done some editing. I could also add in some text. Set of Allen keys is also useful. Maybe I could even delete some of the text. This is all examples of editing. I could also, for the picture, I could resize the picture. Let's reposition it. I'm going to change the text wrapping to do that. Put it over there. Resize it again. There we are. I've moved the picture. I've resized it. And I could, for example, crop it. These are changes to the content of the document. And so I've edited it. I could make changes to the formatting now. So to make formatting changes, I could, for example, change the font. I could maybe highlight some of the text and change the size. I could make it bold. I could maybe even change the colour. Could make other things bold as well to make the subheadings stand out. These are all. I could maybe change, make it italic or even underline. I could use any of these, or changing the formatting of the document. I could even make, there we are, so let's put a border around that particular section. That's again just changing the formatting. Here's a, now what we normally advise is I already had this document, what I would normally do is I would save it with a new name, and then if I do so, I've got a before and after example. Here's one I prepared earlier, so hopefully you can see that I've moved the picture, changed the formatting, colours, made bold, and put a border around that bit. So can you see I've made various both editing and formatting changes to this document, and a tutor can look at, if you've saved a before and after example of a particular document, the tutor can compare the two and spot the various changes you've made and note whether you've made editing changes or you've made formatting changes too. Thank you very much for listening.